My name is Erin Buchanan, and I'll be talking about the global issue of religious freedom. What does religious freedom really mean? Freedom of religion is a principle that supports the freedom of an individual or community, in public or private, to manifest religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. It also includes the freedom to change one's religion or their belief. However, it can be more than just the freedom to believe what you want. Religious freedom allows you to talk and act on what you believe in. It allows you to do so with the people of similar beliefs without the interference from the government. It also allows you to form religious organizations with people of similar beliefs. All of these freedoms are established in the United States through the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights. The First Amendment. The First Amendment states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees the rights of free expression and action that are fundamental to democratic government. These rights include freedom of assembly, freedom of press, freedom of religion, and freedom of speech. Here are some of the key phrases in the First Amendment and what they mean. Freedom of religion. This prevents the government from setting up or establishing an official religion of the country. Freedom of speech. Stops the government from making any laws that may stop us from saying what we feel or think. People have the right to share their opinions with other people or criticize the government. Freedom of press. We have the right to get information from many different sources. The government does not have the power to control what is broadcasted on radio or TV, what is printed in books or newspapers, or what is offered online. Freedom of assembly. Citizens have the right to come together in private and public gatherings. Citizens can join for religious, social, recreational, or political reasons. Why is this important? Religious freedom ensures we can live how we choose and share what we believe in. Everyone should be able to have that kind of freedom no matter what they believe in. It is also important to understand one another's perspective and find common grounds to unite on. You should live and respectfully share your beliefs. You should do research or study materials to be informed about the basics of religious freedom and understand your own rights. You can attend council meetings, vote, and express your views to help protect the rights of everyone to act on their beliefs. Building trust in your community and forming new relationships among people of diverse opinions will help to find ways to protect one another's rights in a way that benefits everyone. A headline reads, Muslim woman denied job over headscarf wins in Supreme Court. Samantha Eloff was denied a sales job at Abercrombie & Fitch, a clothing store in Oklahoma, because she wore a headscarf for religious reasons. The store's company-wide policy banned head coverings on employees during work. In an 8-1 decision in the important religious rights case, the court backed Samantha Eloff. The decision marked a victory for the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's EEOC, which was a federal agency that sued the company on Eloff's behalf after she was turned down the job in 2008. In France, it is illegal for a Muslim woman to wear a headscarf at a public school. But in the United States, it is illegal for a clothing store to refuse to hire a Muslim woman because she wore a headscarf to her job interview. Making exceptions to the law for people of faith has become part of the American definition of religious tolerance. In early times, religious tolerance let the faithful separate themselves from organizations they could not support or stand by, but now we expand this phrase as a way of excluding other people. U.S. Commission for Religious Freedom reports worsening international conditions. The United States Commission on International Freedom released their annual Religious Freedom Report on Wednesday, April 26, 2017, saying that The state of affairs for international religious freedom is worsening in both the depth and breadth of violations. This report recommended that the State Department designate 16 countries as Tier 1 countries of particular concern based on the high level of religious persecution. These countries were Central African Republic, China, Eritrea, Iran, Myanmar, Nigeria, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Syria, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Vietnam. This designation goes to any country whose government engages in or tolerates particularly severe religious freedom violations that are systematic, ongoing, and egregious. 10 of these countries were CPC's, countries of particular concern, last year, but they recommended adding 6 more, as well as Russia making the list for the first time. The United States Commissions on International Religious Freedom's chairman, Jesuit Thomas Reese, said Russia's oppressive treatment of religious minorities places it on the list. There are dozens of other cases and issues involving global issues in religious freedom, such as religious obligations involving marriages, same-sex marriages, refusing to serve customers for their race, background, sexual preference, etc. When these basic values and rights collide, no matter what the godly thing is to do, it becomes difficult to find mutual compassion.